Hi, my name is David. Today we're going to do number 121, best time to buy and sell stock. And we'll be solving this in JavaScript. We have a function, max profit, that wants us to return the maximum profit from the amount of prices. So the prices is an array, and each index indicates the day. So the first index of 0, indicates day 1, and it has a price of 7. So the value of that index is the stock price. Now you want to maximize the profit that you can have with this array. So you want to buy low. So here we see here, we want to return 5 because if you buy at 1 and sell at 6, you have a profit of 5. And it's also important to note that we can't go back in time. So the order of the array matters. So we can't go from 1 here, buy at 1 and sell it back at the previous day at 7. Also, for this example, if we don't have a profit, we just return 0. So no like negative profits. So here, if we buy at 7, if we sell it any other day, it's going to be at a loss. And then if we buy at 1, there's no more days left. So we just simply return 0. So the brute force way you can solve this is to compare every possible combinations of profit. So you create a max profit variable, and then you find the profit of each one. So you do a nested loop, start a loop at 7, and then do another loop starting at 1 to get the rest of here, and get the profit there, minus the inner loop to the outer inner loop value to the outer loop value, get that price and compare it to the profit and get the max of it. So instead of doing that way, a clever way of solving this and doing it with one loop is that we know that we can't go back in time, and we want to focus on the profit. So we want to search for the lowest amount and then loop whatever's left to find the highest one and get the profit from whatever's left once you find the lowest one. So first you find the lowest minimum price. So 7 won't be it, 1. So first we set it to infinity, and then 7 will be it. By default, every first index value will be the minimum value. And then we see here, 1 is less than 7, so 1 becomes a new minimum value. We don't have to calculate profit yet. And then here it's higher than the minimum value. So now we calculate profit, and then we compare. Then we create have a maximum profit outside variable, compare each time, and update it. So here we'll get 4, 3, 1, and 3 will give you 2. We don't update it. 6 and 1 we update it. 4, 1, 3 we don't update it. And then they're all higher than 1, so we don't have to update the minimum value. So here's what I mean. So first thing we want to do is that we want to create min price and set it to infinity. So we set it to infinity first because we want to compare the current price to this minimum price at first. And the first one will always be the minimum price, so you want to make it lower it. And if any number will be lower than infinity. Next, create max profit and set to 0. So this is what we're going to be returning. And then we set it to 0 because if we don't get a profit, we just return 0 through the loop. So now we loop through prices. And now we want to check if we check for the min price. Min price is less than, sorry, we want to check if the current price is less than the min price. If it is, we change min price to, and then we go on with our loop. If it doesn't hit this, we know that it's bigger than our min price, so we can find the profit. Else, and here we can update the max profit, so we can just do max profit is equal to the max of the current max profit or the profit we're calculating, which is prices index of minus min price. Great. So this will give us, so we're going to compare what the current max profit is to the max profit we have overall with the current profit. And then if the current profit is not bigger than the max profit, we don't do an update, it stays the same. If it is, max profit gets changed. Lastly, we return max profit. Great. So now to code this out, let min price and set it to infinity. Next, we do max profit, let max and set it equal to 0. Now we loop through prices. Now we check for the min price. So if the current price, so that's the min price, we update the min price. Great. Now we do the else. Max profit equals max. If it's either the current max profit, nothing changes, or the calculated profit, which is prices mix of I minus min price. And lastly, we can just return max profit. Sorry, I forgot the semicolon. Great. Awesome. We got it. So the time and space complexity. Since we're just doing one loop here, it's going to be O of n, where n is the length of prices. The space complexity, since we have constant variable, it's going to be O of 1. And that's how you solve this problem. Thank you so much.